You know, I believe that there is one thing that every non-monogamous, ethically and consensually non-monogamous person needs on their possession, in their wallet, their purse. But yet I'm surprised by how many people don't have one, and you might not as well. So we're going to talk about that today. First, let me introduce myself. This is Non-Monogamous Mark, and I'm the co-founder of ECNM Lifestyles Association, and I'm coming to you from my home in Seattle, Washington, where this afternoon I hosted an event which I host about every 6 or 7 weeks, where I talk about helping people, or people come in together in my home, and we talk about jealousies and transitions. You see, because whether you've been involved with the ECNM lifestyle for a short time or a long time, or you're still in a monogamous lifestyle but you would like to be involved in an ECNM lifestyle, then we're always in a process of transitioning, and we're growing and developing, and then there's always also jealousies that come along, whether they be your own jealousy or whether they be the jealousy of someone that you're dating or that you're having sex with or that you're interested in. And so then every 6 weeks or so I host this event in my home in Seattle where we talk about transitions and jealousies. And today I talked about something I really didn't expect it to be such a big point, but I want to make the point with my audience here online as well. And that is that I'm a businessman. I've been a businessman since I was probably knee high when I went out selling 5 years, at the age of 5, 6, 7 years old. I'd go out and pick a bunch of flowers and knock on doors and sell the flowers, going door to door so I could make some nickels. And so, you know, I had my own little flower business back then. But I've been a businessman all my life. But you know, then when I grew up and became an adult, wanted to do business as an adult, and when I got into business, there was the very first tool that I purchased in my business, and every business I have built since then, or every business I have started since then, it has been the same tool that I have purchased, made my first purchase each and every time. And that's a little thing, and I'm just going to use this board. I had it here for my session earlier in the day, but I'm just going to go ahead and write on here what that tool is. It's a card, a business card. You know, I cannot believe how many people will post online, how do I meet people, where do I find people, you know, in any shade, whether it be polyamorous or swingers or sluts or bisexuals, you know, how do I connect with people, where do I find them, and how do I find them? But yet, as a business person, we know that we don't know where we're going to find our next customer. And if I have cards, I can hand out cards everywhere I go. And if I hand out 100 cards, a few of those might come back to me. And is it worth it for me to spend a couple bucks and handing those cards out for then the opportunity that they're going to come back to me on just a few of them? Yes. And as a business person, the thing that I learned is that the more cards that I can hand out, then the more people will come back to me. If I only hand out 5 or 10 or 25, then chances are not many will make their way calling me back. But if I have 500 cards, and I then don't sit them on a shelf somewhere and let them sit there and grow dust, but I actually make a point of handing my cards out everywhere I go, then they come back. So when I, 10 years ago, became ethically and consensually non-monogamous, one of the first things that I did is that I created a card. And on that card, it said, I am available. I couldn't say I was single. I was married. It says, I am available. And it said my name and my phone number. And it said, I can't remember exactly, but I would like to date you. Something like that. And then I put on that card. And this is part, I think, a very important part of being ethically and consensually non-monogamous. I put on that card, you may call or email my wife. And I put her name, her phone number, and her email address at the bottom then. So that people knew that I was married. I put that out right up front. And they knew that, hey, it really is okay. You can call or email my wife. Her name, her phone number, and her email address was right there. And then I handed those cards out. That was the very first thing that I ever did when I became ethically and consensually non-monogamous. And today, talking about it in the group that we had here in my home, somebody mentioned something I hadn't heard of before, and she chuckled about it. She says, that's like a Victorian card. And I didn't know what that meant. And so after the people cleared out of my home, I looked that up. And here are some terms, if you want to really get interested in this concept and idea, I'll give you some terms to go ahead and Google. And it was kind of interesting that, you see, back in the 19th century, when, of course, everybody was prudes, is what we're told, well, apparently they weren't all prudes. And that couples had couples cards to give to other couples for sex. Oh, yes. And singles had singles cards to give singles for sex. And so go ahead and look these things up. They're calling cards. And so you can look up Victorian calling cards. You can also look up modern calling cards. And as I looked this up, I thought I was fascinated that this is not a new idea, and yet I've never seen the idea really employed or utilized anywhere else. But you know, don't just go use some boring card with your name and phone number on it. You know, it's your calling card. It's what you want someone to look at that, and it reflects who you are. And then they say, well, yes, I'll call you, or no, not my type. You want that card to reflect who you are. Don't just make it boring. And so that's why I'm going to give you these examples to look up and find on the internet some examples of these cards, and then make a card that reflects who you are. An acquaintance card. Yes, I'm not a great speller, nor am I a great writer. A social calling card. Social calling card. A personal calling card. And the last one is a personal couples calling card. You know how many times I've run into couples who are looking for the elusive unicorn? And I'll bet if I were to talk to 100 couples that are out there looking for their unicorn, I'll bet not a single one of them has a personal couples calling card. And yet it's one of those so basic ideas and concepts, because what that does, just like going into business, having that card says, I'm in business and this card represents me. This is what I do. Having your Victorian, modern, acquaintance, social, personal, or dating card, or your couples card, that says, I'm in business. And what that does is it starts to allow the energies of the universe to create around your life the energy that is needed for you to attract the people into your life that you want to enjoy, whether it be with the people you want to enjoy to have a relationship, a deep, meaningful relationship with, or whether it be the people you want to have in your life to enjoy sexually. You know, if you're a slut, put on there that you're a slut. And you will attract then other sluts. Of course, you'll have people that'll throw that card away. Well, so what? You wasted a nickel, you know. But if you hand out 500 cards saying one slut looking for another slut, guess what? I bet you will attract to yourself some sluts. And so go ahead and give that a try. Now, as far as where to purchase them, first of all, you want to do a design of your card. Canva is a great place to do that. If you're not familiar with that website, Canva, it's free. Canva.com. You can take and design a calling card, a dating card, a personal couples card, whatever yours is going to be. But go ahead and search these different kinds of cards so that you can find something, get that idea in your head that'll be a card that is really unique and special to you. That's going to represent you. And then go on to canva.com and design your card. And then after you've done that, go on to vistaprint.com. You'll download your design from Canva. You download it to your computer, and then from your computer you upload it to Vistaprint, and you got that design then on your card. And then go on to the internet and do a search for coupon codes. You'll almost always be able to find a coupon code for Vistaprint that'll give you 250 or 500 cards for $9.99. Yes, you'll spend a little bit of postage and handling on that, but for less than $20, you're going to have 250 or 500 cards for less than $20 that reflect who you are, represent yourself, and then your goal, simply to start, is to becoming, give as many of those cards out as you can give out. You know, at the grocery store, hey, I couldn't help but notice that you kind of eat healthy foods like I eat. And I'm really attracted to that. And I'd kind of like to get to know you. Here's my card. If, you know, you're not interested, then just throw the card away. But if you'd be liking to get to know me, then here's my card. And that's all the harder it has to be. So that as you go out throughout your day, then always have some of those cards available so that you can attract to you people that you can have for either sex or a relationship, whatever you're looking for. So thanks a lot. This is Non-Monogamous Mark. And if you want to know more about Ethical and Consensual Non-Monogamous Lifestyles Association, which I'm a co-founder of, then click on that link. Thank you.